Hi, my Gojis, my gold horns. It's me again. Okay. I was not expecting to be here, but it feels nice to be back and like even in a stream, okay, because I really want to be making full-on videos again with my puppets and figures and possibly even 2D animations, or at least 2D animation skills put in stills, I mean, put into a slideshow of sorts, which would make an animation. Make stop motion videos about dinosaurs and other nonsense like that. But it feels nice to be back, and it's not exactly a hurrah of sorts because I do feel bad for being away this long. I really do. But it really wasn't my fault. It was school getting in the way, and just my mental state told me that I should take a break. Um, but it has felt nice. I was able to be with real people in my life. I've been able to talk to Maddox, who, as most of you know, is my best friend. So it's always nice to talk to him. He understands me a lot. You know what? I just have so many people in the Goji gang, at school, who I would consider best friends. But Maddox is definitely the first I would bring up. But some of y'all already know that. The red wyvern dragon dude, or Skinny Man to people who know him like I do. Because I know Venus the Child from the Beyond knows them. Hello, Sulliver. It's nice to see you. Um, but I'm here to talk about some things that have kind of gotten to me as of late, and like it's been talked about a few times this week by certain people because it's not drama or anything. It really isn't. And so but even with that in mind, I don't think I should name them. Um, just for the sake of not starting old beef again. But some people, like in the night, and like sometimes in the nicest way possible, have been wondering why my channel has declined in terms of content, in terms of how many times I've been here and making content for my subscribers, my Gojis, my gold horns, my friends. It's not the worst thing. Like obviously, like it's just a question, but it has really gotten to me. So I think it would be nice just to talk to you guys about it. Now, people, as I said before, have been saying, why isn't your channel as good as it used to be? Now, I have a few reasons for why this is the case, because for the most part, I do agree with them. I do agree what they mean by this. And I'm so happy that, like, some people have been able to vouch for me, such as Alec and Zach. Speaking of which, for those who know Zach, Zach has grown really tall. So when his character comes back, which is going to be really soon when I start making content again, he is going to be very tall. Uh, but he is now also very skinny. He's very healthy, but he's very skinny. So he is now skinnier than Maddox. So the twig joke has now gone from Mudix to Zach the quote unquote Spino Pig, and blah blah blah. It's a funny circumstance. But back onto the subject. Um, like I've had people kind of vouch for me, like Alec and Zach, uh, tell me that it's not your fault and your channel is still really good. And I've even had a teacher say to me, like to the person who said that, um, and like because the person also brought up these people have brought up my ego in a few ways, and a cool ass staff said, well, when someone says that about someone else, it usually reflects more about them rather than the person they're spitting about, which is which is true. It's a very sad fact, but it can also be very true. But it really hurts when some of these people are, well, acquaintances, friends. Now, the ego thing does not hurt. The channel thing does not hurt. Am I sad about it? No. Um, but it is getting to me. That's what the stream is all about. There I go, repeating myself again. Sorry about that. Um, but so yeah, friends of mine have been saying that my channel has been ruined because of my ego, and which which honestly got to me the most, because to those who truly know me, like truly know me and watch my content every day, know damn well that I do not have the biggest ego ever. I really don't. Like, in fact, if I had an ego like that big, I wouldn't be able to say this about myself. Like, some of my content like sucks, okay? Like, sometimes I just straight up ripped people's content, like those old Wings of Fire Dragonette comic memes. And I feel such shame for doing that. And 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 you know, since I'm able to look up these comics and give these artists proper credit, I will find my old videos and I will credit the artist. It's been long enough. It's been about 7 years, so I feel like it should be done. Like, even if it was a small thing blown a bit out of proportion, I do owe those wonderful WOF artists the credit they deserve, because their art was much better than my dub of it. Um, and again, that I don't think that was ego. Although some people will say it is, it wasn't. It was just me being a kid that did not know better and was new to the internet and thought that, oh, if this art since this art is known enough and the artists are popular enough, maybe they won't mind if I made these dubs about it. And it felt nice for a while until I got called out, and I was sorry for it. Like, once I realized what I was doing, I was sorry for it. Um so I will not so ever since then I have never wanted to make that mistake again. With my channel, with my characters. I do not want to use characters that belong to someone else, or make characters that are almost exactly like someone else's but with a different color, and destroy my channel off of that. So ever since that I stopped. But it was not my ego. Now there were times where I did have an ego, but and it did lead to some drama. Like, if you guys remember that the Wild Raptors production drama, that was me having an ego because I thought I was better than Eric, which was a lie. Me and Eric are equal in content. We are friends, and we both realize this. The drama was both of our faults, especially mine. And it was because of that that the drama stopped, because we both realized this. It didn't so it didn't continue, and everything afterward was just, it was honestly better than when it started. Okay, I will say that. But I got really lucky. Be, be, and I was one of the few people of the situation who, like, after being spoken to about it and realizing what I did, like, that did not laugh about it afterward. Um, and like, it's so, and like, the other thing on ego, if my ego really got in the way, my channel would be in the pits right now, okay? Now, it kind of is because it's a well, not a dead channel, but a channel that has not been improved on for such a long time, despite my backstage efforts to do so by making more projects, which either never get greenlit because I lose motivation, or slideshows of art that I just give up on because I don't think my art is good enough. It's it and yeah, it's, if I had an ego, I would just say that my channel is okay, and it's better than everyone else's because of the amount of followers I have, or the amount of support I have, or look what I can do on this device. That's nothing you can do on that device. And like, I put more effects into my content, and what can you do? You can only make 2D animations, which aren't even animations, and you can only use puppets and figures with only additional added clay. And even with your voice work, it doesn't add anything special. So it's, in some regard, if I'm being honest, it does sadden me, since these words do come from friends of mine. Like, not in a mean way. Well, some of them in a very antagonizing type of way. Like, I will say that now. Some of them were just antagonizing about it. But it does sadden me a bit that um some people believe so. And I'm so grateful that people can vouch for me, that people can, like, support me, even if I'm not upset about the comment made about, like, my channel's quote unquote decline, or my quote unquote ego, like like Alec, or Maddox, or Aaron. It, because Aaron goes through the same trouble with me. Um, they, if you guys don't know, they're my girlfriend. Um, and yes, I can call them that. So don't even get me started on that. If if they because it will, like, maybe they'll say something, maybe I'll say something, I don't know, but they are still my girlfriend. Um, oh, Alec, if you, I know you're in the chat right now, but venting means getting sad, getting sad feelings off of one's chest, or confused feelings off of one's chest. It's like if you have a friend picking on you, so you express your anguish to another friend. That's what you and me do, Alec. Okay? That's what venting means. But anyways, I need to keep going. Um the point the and now there's the thing with the with the content. Um like that's all. I've said this in a way before, but some people have been saying that my content is not as good as it used to be. Some people say that it has less charm. And even with the extra dignity put in, even with the better voice work, there's just there's just sorry about that. There's just less fun put in. And uh wow, Alec. Wow, I see how it is. Um but it made me realize that my content, I will admit, like if like it's not the best. It really isn't. It's not the best. Um and because like some people really say that it's really good content, and I appreciate you all so much for saying that. like like honestly saying that, like believing you actually think my content is good, believing my content is a great way to spend your time, you like my stories. I thank you for that. I love you all so much for like honestly thinking that. But um some friends honestly think that my channel and its well my its content has um kind of gotten gone into the dump. Some will either say it's my fault, and some will say it's not intentionally, which most of the time is the non intentionally stuff. But personally, I would have to agree, like only because of the type of stuff I put out. Um, um, like school's a factor, my home life is a factor, but even then, my home life is not even a problem since my parents want me to be free, making films and drawing pictures and making books whenever I am actually free from uh the pressure of school. Even then, my school supports me drawing too, which feels really nice. Like there's a few staff in particular who really support me drawing to calm my mind and get ready for the lesson at hand. But like this is I'm sorry, I don't really have any words because I'm not actually sad, although I am kind of. I'm not angry. Like I'm not angry at all. Um like I'm not trying to sway into the way of that they're not correct because in some regards they are. And sometimes I do not want to believe that, but I need to be the bigger person and just say, "Well, yeah, you're right. My content is not as good as it used to be." Um and yeah, but in the best way I can say this, right? I feel like the reason why I'm not completely sad about this is because I make content when I want to, when I have time to, and when I'm inspired. Master work, like work takes time. It takes time, no matter the content. If you really like doing the content, work takes time. It does not matter if you use SFM. It does not matter if you use puppets or stop motion. It does not matter if you use plushies. It does not matter if you use real people. It doesn't even matter if you use gotcha, and I hate gotcha. But for the good gotcha people out there, I genuinely think some of you guys take time into making content with that silly doll dress up app. Like I really think that. Like, I hate gotcha, but some of what you guys do is so impressive. And I say that honestly. I I I can admire some of the work. Um and it's kind of funny since the people saying this is like it's like they're doing the same thing but to a much more hypocritical degree. Like sometimes it's like it's just why say that about other people when we can't return the dish to you, right? Like it's just how it is. Um like some people will just go out of their way and say like you're doing good but it's not good enough because well you're not an SFM animator, which is like yeah sure, but but in terms of my content I use my biological abilities. I use my biological abilities to make the content interesting. At least I think I make it interesting. And again, that's not ego. I'm trying to make myself feel better since I've just been bombarded with these types of content, like comments, whether it's warranted or not. And most of the time it's warranted. I mean, I know. But still, really? You don't need to shove it down my throat. I know that it's not like the golden age of the Golden Gojira 12 channel. It's not. I can't redo the Road of the Sun. I can't redo Goji's adventures on Monster Island. I can't even redo the the genuine magnificence as what some people, specifically what Alec would say about Alec's magical time machine and Alec's wonderful switcheroo, or even the magic beanstalk, which, if you guys don't know, was a mix between Babes in Toyland by Victor Herbert and, of course, Jack and the Beanstalk. Like, no matter how I try, I don't feel like it's right to just redo older content. It's not right. It really isn't. And I think that's another reason why I have not been using Goji or Golden Horned Rowan that much, right? And why I have been using, to an extent, Jonosaurus the Ceratosaurus and his Cretaceous clowns much more, because I feel more free with their characters. I feel more free. So that's why I make more content with them. Um rather than Goji, because Goji in a way is connected to me. I can't put myself through stuff that I'm not motivated into. Thus I can't bring the representation of myself into those adaptations or videos and content. Um no, I got another comment from a friend, and it was about some of the Jonosaurus characters to begin with actually. And it was like we were doing a storyboard project, right? And the friend was like, maybe I would add who's that Duck Bill character? And I'm like, Bill Monty, and then he's like, yeah, Duck Bill, like from when your channel was actually good. No, that stung me because number one, like him saying that he genuinely like saying that like him saying that Bill and Monty, like the Duck Bill, was like one of his favorite characters from my older Jonosaurus series is like insulting when I still use him and John and Terry and Kenneth and Krabbis and Zigzag and Brom Bones to the Ankylosaurus to this day. Like I get what he's saying, but to some regard it's not fair. It's not fair. Like I mean it is fair, but you know what I mean? It hurt. Um I honestly don't have much to say, or at least anything else. I will say something at the end, but right now I'm just going to look at comments that are just saying hi to me or parallel to what I was saying in the when I was talking about my ego or my declining content. Um Now I know these people are already here, but hello Gucci Master 205. I'm very glad that you are here. Like you've actually came uh to I mean that's not correct grammar. You've come to a lot more of my streams than you used to. So I'm honestly surprised. Thank you. Um uh Venus says I do have a recommendation, try CapCut. You know what? If it's not expensive, then maybe I will try. And of course, the Dragon Lover 95, good old Ashley says, we don't blame you. You really need times to get your life together and such, and we are here for you. Thank you, Ashley. Best friends and family. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I yeah. I myself had to deal with some of my work and how it really had gotten to me at times. That being drama from before. Won't say any more on that. In terms of that drama, I know entirely what went down. Um, at first, I would say, even though I was rooting more for you, Ashley, I was not entirely on anyone's side. But once I saw Venus's post about it, that's when I was like, you know what, I'm on Team Dragon Lover 95. Okay, that's not fair. Won't specify which drama, but if you know, you know. Um, Goji, I don't see you as someone who's got an ego. More like you make these to express. That's what I try to say. But people still say, even if they're being nice about it, that I have a slight ego problem. And even then, I'm the type of person who has well, like I of course I wouldn't say I don't have an ego, but I'm just that type of person who has never gotten the time to grow an ego and decided to grow. Um, Unlike people I've talked about who don't take being called out of well, you at least know how to handle it. Um, Again, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but thank you because I've had to deal with a lot of it. And again, if you guys know, then you know. That's just how it is. It's freaking sad, but you know how it is. You handle these better than me. Why? Because I know they won't fall through with their word. Oh, that's sad. So, in sense, You know where you stand and know what mistakes are made and make up for the better. Again, that's what I try to do. It still gets me blasted, like even in a friendly way, even with a like, oh, I'm just kidding, but kind of not, but kidding type of way. It's like, bro, like you either be honest with me and say my content is ass, which I will be like, you know what, haha, you right, it's not the best content, or just support me and try to, you know, like make me motivated to make content, right? Uh-huh. Exactly. Now, I'm not saying that people who be like nudge nudge wink wink, like you a good dude but your content ain't what it used to be. Like y'all are, like I'm not saying you guys aren't supporting me, but it's not doing the best for me, okay? Like I'm just saying. Uh okay, there are some other comments I want to bring up. But hey, remember to love your stuff and not to see others as the only opinions. Bro, I do that every damn day, bro. Like, I love you for saying that, Ashua fan. You're a real one for saying that. Because some of the people, like, nudging me and talking all that stuff, like, that's proud. That... Never mind, you know what I mean. Thank you for the comment, Showa fan. I really appreciate you. So I get that feeling because I am right now trying to animate using Roblox. I will not judge. It's the same thing with Gotcha. Don't like the game, but some of the stuff you do on there in terms of animations, pretty damn good, I will say. Okay, pretty damn good. Um, but some people say just use SFM or Blender to get better, and yeah, I feel that. Now that's not fair. Okay, people can have their opinions and speak their opinions, but that's not fair. That's really not fair. Um, I do want to make plush videos with characters I have, but been slacking. Yeah. Also, I know the feeling on someone saying that stuff. Yeah, I think creators like us really do. Um, as a content creator, I don't really see myself to have an ego, at least not too much on my channel. I would say you don't have that much of an ego. Sure, there are some points where you're proud of yourself and a bit boastful, but I wouldn't say that's an ego. I just think you're happy with yourself and your content. Oh, this one's deep. I do look on my past work or actions too, and I am just remembering all of my past mistakes and decisions, but I do think you have improved. Just compare your old stuff to your new stuff. I just regret the decisions I've made uh with the aftermath of that drama. Yeah, that look, like even now, even with like everything and being resolved, friendships being resolved, uh it still hits hard, because of how easily that could have been prevented. And Alec just puts a little dragon emoji. Alec, I don't know what you meant by putting that, but that makes me feel better because I love dragons. Oh, I see what you're doing. It still makes me feel really good, though. Thank you. I just realized that I've made myself a bit sad. Actually, I uh, I don't know. I'm just a really emotional person, right? And I can sometimes make myself sad. Like that's something I've had ever since I was born. Like it's I don't know. I just I thank you guys in the comments who are saying this to me. And like really now, if like you guys can be as honest with me about my content and my channel as you want. Um because even with that, like on my back, I take it like a strong black teen, as I think myself as. And before anyone says, because I know some of my friends who have stated the my ego problem, like that's just me trying to make myself feel better. Because hardly anyone else tries to, apparently, at least in terms of my content and my channel and my characters. So it is what it is. Yeah. Okay, this message is from Sulliver. Oh, by the way, guys, this message from him is not exaggerated whatsoever. It's something that has actually happened. And yeah. Um to those who are connected to Sulliver in real life, this was a very, very, very sad time in his life. Um so I would know, so I feel this. Sometimes I look back on when I was in 7th grade and realized how much I grew and how much my mental health went downhill. Damn. You are special and creative, and we're here for you. Keep being true to yourself, and we got your back. Thank you again, Ashley. Since I am going to work with real water stop motion, trying to get good lighting in paper mache sets, it's hard stuff, and with getting help from Kaiju Satsu for special effects. By the way, I want to boost your content up. Show a fan. So, guys, if you have seen his new Ultraman content, it is divine. Okay, it is divine. You guys need to check him out. Oh, Heiji, is that you? Hey, Goji, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Oh, Heiji, my dude, it's been so long, bro. It's been so long. I'm glad that you've shown up. I'm really glad. I was not expecting you to I was not expecting you to show, but I'm very glad you did. Hey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, friend reunion. Thank you. You know, I feel like this is the opportunity for those who see the stream after it's done and for those in the stream right now to lift each other up, okay? Lift each other up. Like whether it's canceled projects or projects that you're having a hard time with or projects that are doing really good in terms of video making but aren't getting enough love. Lift them up. Lift all the homies up. Like that's all I gotta say. Let let your friends be honest with you all they want. Like take criticism, bro. Take criticism. But if you guys truly having a hard time and not loving yourself or your content, lift each other up. Because until you feel better about yourself, you don't need to listen to anyone. Okay? This is not me specifically. I feel good about myself as a person. That's something that needs to be addressed. I'm not depressed with myself. But lift each other's material up. Like if if your content is original, if it doesn't reuse characters, if you make your own settings, and even if you do use like characters that belong to a company like Toho or Subasari or even Microsoft, lift them up. Just lift them up and make our brothers and sisters and they themsters feel better about themselves. Because it is what it is, fam. It is what it is. If you know, you know. That's gonna be my new slogan, I'm guessing. Um, I'm guessing that is a reference to Gamera, Mr. Newhouse. You're so geeky, Alec. I love it. Well, I'm going to head out. It's been really nice seeing you all. I'm so happy that you could see 40 minutes of me just uh blowing hot air into the mic of my StreamYard. And I'm so glad that some of you believe that my channel has not fallen, because I know that it's not what it used to be. I know damn well it's not the success that it used to be. Even if my content was lower grade back in the day, I'm glad that some of you stay here and actually enjoy how I chose to progress. I really needed that today. So, take care, my Gojis, my gold horns, my friends. I love you all. Love yourselves. Love your content. And if you know it's original, if you're using other characters like Ultraman, Godzilla, Wings of Fire characters, even Gacha characters to an extent, who am I to judge anymore? Or Roblox characters. Love the content you make, man. Love your content, love yourself, and just know that if sometimes if people say you got this or that, sometimes, as my wise staff member said, sometimes internally they're talking more about themselves rather than what they're saying about you, whether they're a friend or not. So, good night, my Gojis. Thanks for staying for 42 minutes. I love you all. Good night.